What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to...
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there are a lot of...
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Sí, diablo, todo eso. Vamos para ahí. Skill shutdown.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
Stay focused.
Le metemos. ¿Qué hago ya? Cágate. Unas dos también. No, también se rompen la... Ok. Esta que tiene una, esta tiene una aquí.
Ready and willing.
I'll cut through.
Tiene una hecha.
I will prevail.
Vamos a meterle con
Now you know your limits.
Nos ha acabado. No puedo usar este. Wait.
chance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest. Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Here died. Oh, here died. Seguro. You can see the trail escaping the trail with the valores. Interface forward the right information and read items. Esto. Solito te lo ganaste.
Fine opportunity. It's the combat arts I taught you.
Right. So we can either use more weapons. Okay.
You fought well. Is that all?
Quedas tú. ¿Cómo te comenta? Aquí. Suave. Un flechazo. Listo. Listo.
That is that.
aquí. Ah, que no puedo, voy a ataque con él. Poco a poco, poco a poco.
Damn! Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Mano. Mano. Vai, vai. Todito se movió. Hiciste algo.
Attack
por
when
fin.
an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
Ah, duro. Ah, muy bien. Aquí, defending power. Muy bien, muy bien. Oh, ok. ¿Tiene algo? ¿Quién tiene algo? ¡Tú! Ay, perdón, coronavirus. No sé cómo va aquí. Y hasta dónde se mueve. Vamos a hacerlo. Espera. Me vas a ver.
I'm gonna kill you where you stand.
Jugando conmigo esto. Escondido, supone que esquive. No sirve. Ahora. Oh, ahora sí que va. Te va a doler. El Link Attack, ¿qué pasó? Vamos uno al lado del otro.
It's not luck, it's fate.
Each battle a chance to grow. We must all do our part.
Muy bien. Vamos a darle una escapa.
Think this through.
Meterle. Bien. Dura.
It's a long road yet.
Iron Axe. Bien. Y ahora hace este loco.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis,
Sotis.
but I'm also known as the Beginning.
El beginning.
Sothis. Yes, and I am also called the Beginning. I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you? Such arrogance! You look the part, but are you truly an adult? You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
You?
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that? When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
Vamos a sacrificarme, ¿cierto?
As though I could stand idly by and watch that come to pass. Oh, but perhaps... Of course! I must turn back the hands of time! Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome.
Sí.
I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Hey, over here!
Muy bien. El combo que llega tarde. Nice. ¿Y tú? ¿Qué hiciste?
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
Ah, siguen llegando.
Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them.
Ah. Son los zánganos que llegaron tarde.
The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
MVP. MVP. ¿Seguimos aquí?
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
Que sí.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain.
Manerismo.
I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Saros.
The Knights of Saros. They do seem rather skilled.
Exactamente.
It seems your presence is required. Get going.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Saros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Está bien, capitán.
How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garrig Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ya normal.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Vamos a hacer algo, vamos a hacer algo. System. Ponerlo aquí. Vamos a ver. A ver si es verdad. Aquí es donde me quedé.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. Huh?
You haven't changed a bit, Alois, just as loud as ever. And drop that captain knock. These days I'm just a wandering mercenary, one who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me, missing without a trace. Huh?
Garreg Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
Hey,
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
me imagino.
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
Knights of Seros. They do seem rather...
Aguerrido.
Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
¿Qué tal? Dale, muévete.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker, former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything? How curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garreg Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
Aristocrática. historia, tampoco. Ay, no sé. Cualquiera.
Understood. Fargus is a noble and distinguished kingdom that has always valued chivalry.
Okay.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Y culta. Hizo con anuncio constante. Mira, la parálisis. Con algo tenebroso. Pero no la veo reflejada.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy. I may be sleeping, but
Melona. Seguimos aquí.
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses.
Okay.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
Pero que falta poco.
There it is.
Coño.
Garrick Mock Monastery.
Estudia. Toma.
Ray is here.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
No sé.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now, I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea. As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon.
Okay.
Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well. Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
Oye.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck.
Okay.
And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Okay.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated. As you well know, I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Vaya.
I look too pretty for that line of work, do I?
Oh, Dios.
But yes, when I'm not teaching, I can be found in the infirmary. If you're ever lonely, please do come and pay me a visit. I would love to.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Okay.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there's truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald's character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flane is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that...
¿Escuchado algún día eso? Métele. Pum. Entré.
Of course.
Yes, tarea.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the... To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now, you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresburg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles? Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities. Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still,
Cortés. Quiero ver de las habilidades, gracias.
so you've accepted. I am the I wonder if you. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles? For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Jugando, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status. He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, if he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose. He's the second son of Count Burgles. He has no inheritance and he's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up... She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but... Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. To the west of Foglin is an archipelago called Bridget. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Bridget is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she...
Pardon me.
Greetings! As for me,
Yes.
what do you think?
Yeah.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone? Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next... He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit... That said, deep down, he's really
Yeah.
That's so.
Right.
Please accept my apologies for the other. I am Dmitri Alexandra Blake. Of course, at the delightful news. In any case, welcome. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
I appreciate your effort. How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. but it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
So you have chosen the Black Eagles led by Edelgard, correct? Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sympathy.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who's this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Seteth's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop.
Ok. Estas palabras no la cague.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either.
I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
Gran cabezón.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut. You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut. Please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student. That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about? Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
I know we all agree to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order. Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
They're not normally this rowdy. I do hope you can manage, Professor.
El monasterio. Terceros. 1000 M para financiar actividades de ¿qué son M? M.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? Crests are a fascinating topic. But before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. Those who carry crests may excel at magic. Each crest has its own power. The nature of...
Por el momento.
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look at, as I said. Crests are passed down. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you. That is how a crest usually presents.
Chequea.
Yes, of course. I'll get to the... Now, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here.
Aparato. Vamos a ponerlo en el aparato.
What is this?
El diablo.
A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has yet to think? There are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for... What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month and when.
Ah, ¿qué quiere decir? Campo de guerra. Vamos a andar por ahí así. Ahí está, nos vamos así. Ahora estamos. Ahí está. Wow. Wow.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you all commoner students also reside. As a rule, we try to... Speaking of, it would be best for...
Professor. Some believe the dignity of the Empire rests on the results of the mock battle. Still, we must do our best to... You should take the time to learn each student's abilities. Perhaps you look as if you have no idea what's going on here. I know my way around, so I'm happy to help. The monastery has some exceptional facilities that everyone who lives at the Officers' Academy is welcome to make. For example, you can enjoy a meal with your students at the dining hall, or take part in some one-on-one sparring at the training grounds. I suggest visiting the various facilities whenever you have the time to spare. It's a great way to get to know the... Have you noticed the bulletin boards placed around the monastery?
No.
Those contain requests people have posted. If you prove yourself by helping people with their requests, certain facilities here will become available. The bulletin board is updated frequently, so I suggest checking it at least once a month. You should take your time when speaking with everyone, but when it comes to using the facilities, well, you need to be more careful about it. If you use them without planning ahead, your free time will be gone before you know it. A great deal is expected from professors of the Officers' Academy, so it's important to hone your skills. To put it plainly, you'll need to keep expanding your knowledge of all disciplines, not just that.
Listen to this. Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I was surprised when you were... I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. Well, I could probably... You really think so? With enough training,
What? I care nothing of friendship. If you have no business here.
Okay.
Yes. I heard about the upcoming mock battle. I want you to know, Professor. Goodness, listen to me. The thrill of
Let me know when you are hungry. I will make you a quality meal, as thanks for your service to His Highness. I have a request.
Hello.
That's so.
¿Con quién? ¿Quién tú eres?
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice. It may have been only for a short time.
Well, there's Dorothea, Hilda, and Mercedes. Lady Rhea is quite the beauty, too. And I must admit, I've even... You know, Professor, I think I'm going to like it at the Officers' Academy. There are beautiful girls as far as the eye can see.
Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
¿Y esto qué? Invernadero y estanque. Ok. Trabajar. Puedes cultivar y empezar diversas plantas y sembrar con semillas. Si siembras sus semillas, por ejemplo, flores. Es que algunos personajes podrían incluso decorar sus aposentos si les regalas un número suficiente. Cuanto más fondos le dediques a la cultura, mejores serán. Pero con la cosecha una semana después de plantar las semillas con loción cosechar. Entregar semilla. Ya está. Pero y ahora. Ahí está. Poder mágico, ¿no?
My thing.
Anyway,
Muy bien. Ok. Muy bien. Y ahora. Salgo de aquí.
No.
Ok. No se puede cambiar. Volver al anuncio.
Well, there's Dorothy. You know, Professor?
Hello there, Professor. Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself. Should the opportunity arise, I would love to become a student and begin my studies in the monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you help me with a favor?
El comedor.
Yes. I'm busy. Do you want something? I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
Ok.
I love this meal. How did you know?
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
¿Qué más? ¡Wow! Esto va a joder.
Nice! I knew I could count on you.
¿Vamos para aquí? Vamos para ahí.
Much appreciated.
Este. ¿Qué opciones tengo? No pude leer. Los trips. Nubes blancas, capítulo 1, las 3 casas.
It's finally time for the mock battle. This is my chance to measure your worth as an instructor. Do you think you can rise to the challenge?
Vamos para allá.
So confident. This will be interesting. Each of us has undergone strict training. We're prepared for anything that comes our way. That means there's no need to hold back. Show us what you're capable of.
Hey there. Did we miss our invite to this strategy meeting? No, no worries. We'll just...
Simply tell me your weaknesses and you're welcome to stay. But is there enough time to cover them all?
Ah, so you can't win unless you know my weakness. Poor princess. You really should believe in yourself more.
I spare no effort when pursuing victory. As a master of schemes, I should think you would understand.
Schemes? Me? I have no idea what you're talking about. I plan to fight fair and square as ever.
Hearing the words fair and square from Claude could only be a bad omen.
Your Highnesses haven't known me for very long, but you already have me figured out, don't you?
No need to poke fun. I will fight with honor. That said, I will fight to win.
Yes, and the same is true of us. Right, Professor?
Claro, claro.
If that is how you feel, then I will not hold back.
Oh, how precious. Looks like you and the students have become fast friends.
While I am pleased that you are taking the initiative to acquaint yourself with the students, I'm afraid it's about time for the faculty strategy meeting.
Ah, how time flies. In that case, I'll see you later.
Edelgard, Professor, be careful out there.
estoy nivel 5. Opa, ya, gracias.
The mock battle is finally here. Will you lead us to victory?
I'm sure you already understand, but the house that defeats the other two is declared the winner. Incidentally, I'll be overseeing this mock battle, so listen well if you want to win.
Stay focused.
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
I will prevail.
As you wish. Ow.
None of your shallow tactics are required, Claude. Ignatz and I will dismantle the opposition.
Me? But I'm not ready. Are you making light of our new professor? If you drop your guard...
Ash, can you move to the front lines? I want to lure the enemy this way.
Got it, Your Highness. Leave it to me.
Once you finish preparing, make your move. Did you? Mercedes? Keep our enemy occupied until then. I'm on it.
Oh my. We'll try our best.
You're weak. Is that all?
hesitation.
I've lost? Oh, unthinkable.
Each battle a chance to grow. Truly amazing.
So strong. Have to do better next time.
Well done, Teach. I may have to take this seriously after all.
I've lost. The new professor is quite a commander.
You should be honored. Are you really gonna fight two houses at once? An impressive display of confidence.
This is a good opportunity for us. Let's forge ahead.
Be mindful.
Apologies, Your Highness. I can go no further.
That is that. We must all do our part.
One step at a time.
The mark of nobility. This can't be right. Stay focused. You're a tough opponent, but I refuse to yield. Do not fool yourself.
We must all do our part.
My training was insufficient. I am so sorry, everyone. The rest is up to you.
Otro lado. Es que huir.
No matter what.
Por aquí. Ahora vamos a empezar.
actual battle experience is, well, I was as good as usual.
As expected.
Hey, you didn't compliment me like that when my class won last year.
Mira, la de pelea. Qué bueno. Bien, bueno. Ah, pantalones. ¿El otro?
Perhaps it's time for an...
Está malo.
Be mindful. Not worth the risk.
Look at that, a real-life print.
Careful, Claude.
Losing hasn't even...
To shock was your intention. That won't do it up.
God, I hate losing. I guess I'll just have to settle for...
As you wish.
Yo no tiro dos. Ojo. Saliste. Ay, jodiste.
Rendered useless. That was nothing.
Qué duro. Va para allá. Va para allá.
Stay focused.
Ouch!
Should I have held back?
I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Well done. I nearly wound up a patient in my own infirmary.
Failure is not an option.
All right, that's that. The winner of this mock battle is the Black Eagle House.
Even though it was just a mock battle, we defeated both houses masterfully. Take pride in this victory, everyone.
Ah, se perdió. Ey.
Excellent work today, Professor. Though our victory should come as no surprise. Yes, it was. Further proof that you're well qualified to guide the Black Eagles.
That was impressive, Professor. I mean, impressive. We gained a victory because of your great leadership.
We certainly did. We all tried our best, of course, but we couldn't have won without you.
I was curious what it would look like if you did not hold back, and you did not disappoint.
I dare say we owe our victory to Lady Edelgard.
How so? For that battle, she was only a soldier following our professor's command. Sure, she was...
Don't worry about it too much, Linhart. All that matters is that we won.
I'm all done with being on the battlefield, okay? I'd rather stay back than pursue it.
You were all as ridiculous as always. We only managed to win because we worked together. Was it something I said? Is it so odd, me talking about togetherness? If so, that perception must change. I'm kidding, of course. Come on, everyone, we've...
Your work with the students was remarkable. I can see Gerald trained you well. I do hope you were able to use the occasion to bond with the students. I'm so happy to hear it. Nothing would please me more than if you used this coming year to grow.
Of course, the mock battle was mere practice. The real fight is the battle of the Eagle and Lion. You are expected to properly train your students so as not to humiliate.
As for today, I have called you here to tell you of your mission for the month. Your class is to dispose of some bandits.
Those affiliated with Garrigmach Monastery have a moral obligation to help the students are no exception. Each month before the new, you shall work to complete the task at hand alongside your students. I will soon provide you with the necessary details for your first mission. If I told you now, I expect you...
I can sense something special within your heart.
Okay.
Bandits, they say. Do you recall when we first met? You shall not fall so shamelessly. Have you no words for me? Do not tell me that... You ought to know that I am always with you now.
What is this nonsense? All I was told was to kill as many noble pipsqueaks as possible. No one said anything about the Knights of damn Saros being on our trail.
You have proven yourself worthless, distracted by something so trivial. I had hoped you would achieve your goal despite the setback. But now a child of the Knight's former captain is in play.
Hey, this isn't what I agreed to!
Hiring a mercenary as a professor. What was that woman thinking?
Are you listening to me? How do we finish this?
You die.
What?
Underestimating the Knights was an amateur mistake. What you will pay for. The road to eternal torment. Now I must locate your replacements.
Wait! Get back here! Damn you!
Bueno, ya me voy.